Declutter step 1 done. Good morning, welcome back to another video. So today I'm starting kind of a fall, say purge or a cleanse, just trying to declutter a lot of the extraneous extra from my house. And today I wanted to start with one of the things that drives me the absolute craziest. I'm sure you have it in your house too. It's in most homes that I know of. And that is paper clutter. I'm sure you have a spot like this in your house that's kind of a catch-all, where all the paper ends up being, no matter what it is, whether it's mail, bills, junk mail, kids' schoolwork, wedding invitations. Did not mean to do that. That's actually what, for an example, that's a wedding invitation. That wedding was over a month ago, and it's still up on my fridge. The invitation is. So, did not mean to knock all that down. Get that. Here, got that picked up, and well, here, it actually knocked something else off the fridge that's part of the example. This is my husband's days off holiday schedule for 2022. It's September of 2023. Like, that needs to be, should go. But yeah, just little spaces like that in your home. This is the worst one in our house, is this cubby here, but I actually just recently cleaned it off. But also the little table by our front door. Can't see it right there, but yeah, that little table behind all this baby stuff. Sorry, all that baby junk is, not junk, but things that Libby has outgrown, and we're holding for some friends of ours who are having a baby. But they're in the process of moving, so we're holding on to it for them for right now. But anyway, that little table by our front door and this cubby are the main spots that get all the stuff just deposited in them. Our table, like our main dining room table, stays fairly well cleared off because we eat all our meals at it. But yeah, those spaces generally are the most cluttered. So today I'm going to go through, and I've been doing a lot of research on this, a lot of studying, talking to other ladies who have successfully gotten paper under control in their houses, and trying to develop a system that works for me and that hopefully will work for my family also. So today I'm going to start by just taking all of this paper, I'm going to put it in the middle of the table, and while I am organizing it as we go, I will talk about the different things I'm doing to implement the different new paper system I'm implementing in our home. Alright, so this is all the paper clutter just from what was sitting around my kitchen. And it's a lot. And this is just a random, underpants, training pants, Mickey Mouse training pants box with like the stars in it. I never used the stars or the chart because Bruce was already potty trained by the time we started using training pants with him. That was just to guard from accidents. But anyway, just kind of threw the back of the box in that cubby and never threw it away. Alright, so I'm going to sit here and talk through this as I do it. So I'm going to be splitting the paper clutter into 3 basic categories as we go. And then we'll talk about, excuse me, the weather is changing, so I have a bit of my voice keeps on getting a little frayed with the hot weather, cold weather, hot weather, cold weather. If you live in Maryland, you know what I'm talking about. Alright, anyway, so 3 categories. I'm going to talk about, separate all this paper clutter that's already in my house into those, and then talk about the system I plan to implement for maintaining that. And I could check in a few weeks and let you know how that's going. So the first category is trash. Those items that, like this, just packaging that you didn't throw out, it's just taking up space on your counter, just throw it away. A nice convenient little trash bag. Yay, declutter step 1 done. And then there's going to be things you want to kind of hang on to, like you're not ready to file away yet, things that might need some attention. For example, my daughter, like at the beginning of the school year, my daughter brings home syllabi from school that she needs signed. She usually needs them signed by a certain date, so I'm just going to have her bring them home, put them in this bin. I just don't have the bin out here with me, but I have a little like mail bin. I'm just going to put that stuff in. Stuff that needs to be taken care of. Bills, for example, that also just stuff that will need to be done in the short term, but you don't need to file away in the long term. We'll see if we run into any of that stuff here. And the third category is filing away. So for our file cabinet, we do have one. I keep it out in the sunroom, just out of the main space in the house. The sunroom is basically, it's a little bit of storage, but it's basically my husband's gym. It's where he works out. And so I just keep it out of the way where, you know, it's not really, it's not something we need to access all the time. So I keep it out of our way. And things like that would go into there are things like this, which is a pay stub. So I guess my husband still gets, even now in 2023, he still gets paper pay stubs. So every week, he gets paid weekly, so every week he brings home one of these, and we keep them for a year in case we need them for something like, currently we're looking to getting a home mortgage, so we need to keep up-to-date pay stubs for different proof of income. So this would be something I would put in the filing category. So I'm just going to set that over here. So yeah, I have like a little tray I'm going to put need to do stuff in. And then the filing, I mean, it really doesn't take that long to file. I might try to find a temporary spot, like a folder to put filing things in. Someone suggested that to me. Just like, oh, put it in, and then once a week empty it in the file cabinet. I'm like, I don't think I have to file that much stuff that much every week. I mean, just go straight to putting it in the file cabinet. Today, that's definitely what I'm going to do, is go straight to put it in the filing cabinet when we're done. All right, so this is the instructions for our prescription. And that we don't need because that's on auto refill, so I don't even need the RX number to refill it. And even if I did, it's on the pill bottle. So that is just going to go in trash. So we have our three categories. We have trash, just stuff that just needs to go straight in the waste paper basket. And we have needs attention, so things you want to keep fairly close by, short term, but eventually are going to become trash, like a bill once you get it paid. When my daughter's syllabi get signed, I'm sending her back to school with her. Things like that you will need your attention in the next few days, but that you won't need right away. This is just an envelope. Yes, and then the third category is filing away, things you're going to file away. So I'm going to go through this pile and try to sort through all of that. Okay, I'm going to pause right here. Here's another thing that actually another category I hadn't really thought of. It's sentimental things. Like this is the program to that wedding invitation that fell off the fridge. This is the program to that wedding that we went to. And it's just a sweet little memory you can keep for, just to remember things by. We have two of them. Obviously, we don't need two of them, so one of them is in the trash. But for these things, I actually have had a system in place for years. Things like birthday cards that have significant messages in them. I don't keep all birthday cards, but ones that people actually take time to like write out in, not just, oh, love so-and-so. I have a box, and it's also where I keep things like my kids' drawings and select ones. I don't keep all of like the little art projects and things. That would just be a massive amount of paper clutter. So the little sentimental things, I actually have a box out in, actually let me go grab it so I can just put this away right away. A good example. Grab it. Alright, so here we are. This is my sentimental things box. I never let it get more full than this. I got a very special, I think I got this at Target. It's supposed to be a gift box, but it's a pretty sturdy box. That's what I keep things in. Okay, this is all paper sentimental things, and I'm gonna get into that where I have a clothing in here. But yeah, I just have sentimental things. This dress, which I actually need to probably find a better way to store this, get a garment bag for it. This was my flower girl dress for my uncle's wedding when I was 8 years old. Very special. And then I've always had a fondness for collecting stickers, and this is my Lisa Frank sticker collecting book when I was a little one myself. Lots of stickers in there. Anyway, so random, odd, sentimental things in here. Lots of birthday cards, things like that. So I'm going to go ahead and put the program for the wedding in here. This is probably actually where the invite is going to end up too when I get back down to that on the table. All right, and then just close that up. That's where I keep sentimental papers. All right. So this one, and that, what is this? Looks like a bill was in here. It's just the remnant envelopes. So we're going to go ahead and throw that away. This was, looks like it's an old schedule of mine. And Nina wrote a note on the back of it. Right. And then, okay, so things like this. Coupons. I don't even open Valpaks anymore because I know that if I'm looking for a coupon for something specific, I can just go online and generally find one fairly easily. Hi, baby.
Hi.
Going to help mommy?
Hi. Or bye.
Yes. So, coupons. I know if there's a coupon I'm specifically looking for, I can generally find it online. So I don't even open these, let alone keep them. This is marketing designed to make me spend money that I wasn't planning to spend, probably on things that I don't need. So I don't just need to open it to look at it.
Sorry.
Alright, so we had a moment, we bumped the tripod, trying to get baby Libby's pups out. So.
This is my day.
Yes, Lucy. Okay. Minor distractions. So yes, coupons. I just check them. I don't even look at them. Things like this, just advertisements that I don't need. Coupon, like ad papers. I don't need to know what's on sale at the local store because I use multiple different apps to give me discounts at the store I prefer to shop at. So things like this, I just generally chuck straight in the trash. I think the last time I even looked at one of those papers, and it was because we were shopping for something, I was looking for a coupon for that specifically, or just a good sale, was when we were shopping for our living room furniture. No, Bruce. No, Bruce. It was when we were shopping for our living room furniture, and I was looking for furniture sales.
Sorry.
One second. Okay, so, and also things like this, menus from restaurants. I'm probably not going to order from, in all honesty. And then, once again, lots of coupons to try to get you to buy there. Just go straight in the trash. The way to help keep that under control coming into your home is to not even let those kind of junk mail products even enter your house. Like when you go out to the mailbox, get your mail, and I've only been doing this for like a week, so grace to everybody. I'm not perfect at it either. Take it straight over to your trash cans or recycling bins outside and throw it right in the recycle or the trash, whichever you use. And just don't even let it come in your house. Like sort through the mail before it even comes in. And only bring in the stuff into the house that's the important stuff. Alright, and then we have random. Okay, that is a file. Receipts. I don't think. Okay, so this was a one spot. So random receipts. I always just like, before I throw away receipts, I want to make sure it's not something I need to save for tax season or something that I may need for a return, and this one is not. Let me just throw that out. Alright. And a lot of these, you can see, like a lot of the stuff that we don't consider terribly important, we don't even open right away. And that's terrible. So this would be another big point is open your mail when it comes in, throw out the trash, and like just sort out what needs to be taken care of. This isn't hugely important. A lot of the stuff is just random, like credit card offers and things like that. Now those, I am very firm about, I will shred. That wasn't a credit card offer, but like when credit card offers come in, I will not just throw them away. I will shred them. I do not want someone filling out a credit card offer in my name. Because it's sensitive documentation, you should just put it straight in the shredder. This, that is, that is a bill from Libby's 6-month. Once again, this is a bill, so this isn't a file away. Actually, this one isn't either. I'm going to keep track of where I'm putting things. These are my immediate file away. These are bills. So I'm going to stick those over here. Trash, trash. Alright, so I'm sure you might have noticed in the back and forth I was putting some stuff in this pile and then changing it to this pile. The reason for that being is some of this stuff goes back, not like super far, like nothing's unpaid, but I just need some stuff that was addressed to my husband, specifically about his schooling, things like that, that I just decided to move from this pile to this pile because I'm not sure if it's ready to file away. I need to ask him, so it's more of a question mark. So it's a to-do pile / think about. And then this, I didn't put this in anything. It's a thank you note, so it'll eventually go in there, but it has a gift card in there. So I put it in this pile. And then this were some 3M like sticky things I had gotten from Amazon. I don't even remember what for at this point, but I will go ahead, yeah, double-sided tape pads, and just put them in our utility drawer. I'm sure the reason will come back to me, and I'll be able to use them. But yeah, so that's sorting through the pile of trash in our kitchen. And so to file, and this is from a few months. It's not very thick of a pile. It's very thin, in fact. And then I need to just double check / think about it. It's a little bit thicker, but I'm sure as soon as I go through it with my husband, it will get very thin very fast. And so in order to take care of these things, you just kind of need to look at it at least probably about once a week whenever you like do pay your bills or do your finances. Just kind of go through that pile and weed out what isn't necessary to keep anymore to keep this pile small. And then of course file away anything that you may need to file away at that point right away. Just get it out of sight. And then not done this purge. Okay, I think it just started. Sorry, my camera just blinked. This trash bag is only this big because I have not done a purge in a while. Yes, you wash your hands with soap, baby. Good job. I have not done a purge in a while, so now that I have, I used to do this about like once a year, and then it would just start to pile up again and go crazy again, and I just started purge it again. It's a few months a year or something like that. It was crazy how much. I think I remember back when before I got married, at one point I had this big old box full of papers that was tooth file or tooth, it's like everything combined. And it was so overwhelming, I didn't even want to look at it. So I just kept putting it out in my little like storage room. I had an apartment at the time and had like the little storage room on the balcony. I just kept putting it out there and pulling it out when I needed to put something more in it, but never actually going through it. And so when I actually did, I remember I specifically took a day off of work just to do that, an extra day off that week. And it took me 6-7 hours to go through, to properly shred what needed to be shredded, to file what needed to be filed, to throw away the trash. Oh, it was not an enjoyable day off. So I never want it to get to that extent again. So learning from my own mistakes in the past, my young adulting. Oh, yeah, Bruce is found. There were some kids' meal play toys in that pile too. But yeah, so I never want to get to that bad again, so just trying to keep it organized as I go. Yes, baby. And yeah, we'll just keep plugging away, and hopefully the system works. I can update you guys in a few weeks, and if you have, please. All right, wait 1 minute, baby, Mommy, as soon as Mommy's done. And if you have any tips of your own that worked really well for you, I would love to hear them, and I'm sure everyone in the comments would as well. Everyone else watching, so please leave them in the comments if you have any. Otherwise, click like or subscribe if you found this video helpful, and thank you all so much. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.